you know what? You got to pause or halt this enforcement proceedings because I want to limit, condition, and modify.
What's up, good people?
What is going on?
Today is Monday. What you mean, what's going on?
Monday,
March 25th.
Or 25th. Yeah.
It's March 25th. It's Easter week. I know I haven't seen you guys in a minute, but we're back. Headed to take the kids to grandma's house. Sorry about that blinding light. We're on spring break this week, so I mean, kiddos are home, but also me, mommy, and daddy still got work to do. So some days the kids are going to their grandmother's house. Other days if they want to stay home, they can stay home, except for the little one. He has to go. Gotta go. What's on the agenda today? I told Cece I was going to be more diligent and strategic on how I go about my week. So she wants to spring decor out. She can finally start decorating the house. She always hates this time of the year between January and April because there's no decor in the house because it's not Christmas. I guess you could decorate for St. Patrick's Day, but she does not. So, but she's excited about spring decor, so I'm gonna get spring decor down. I'm gonna hit the gym up. We have a soccer practice this evening, so I have to come back and get Morgan. Soccer season starts in about 3 weeks is our first game. I'm sorry about this, like about, I don't know, baby. It's coming soon. You're listening to CNN going in on Mr. President Trump, or former President Trump, and seizing his New York assets for that $500 million that he owed the state of New York for bond. It's crazy to think that we're about to. I shouldn't put that energy in the air, but I don't know why. I just feel like it's gonna happen. But I'm not. That's not my vote per se. But I just feel like it's gonna happen. That he's gonna be our next president, and we're gonna have a president with all these not convictions, but proceedings brought against him, and yeah, just not has been found not to be the greatest businessman, and it's gonna be the face of the United States. Very interesting. Anyway, like I was saying though, we got soccer practice this afternoon, and
if someone keeps doing that stuff, we can move to Japan.
we could move to Japan. That's a long way to go though, to get away from one guy for 4 years. I wouldn't mind living in Mexico. I would love living in Mexico, but then you guys would be far away from your grandparents. So
We're gonna take your own grandpa with us.
just bring them with us, huh?
Yeah.
Alright. So anyway,
The whole family.
yeah, gotta get them down there though. I would love to. That's my dream. That's actually my dream location, guys. Like if I could live somewhere, I've told Cece I would wanna when we retire and the kids are older and they can come down there and see us if they want to. That's my dream location to move and retire is Mexico. I love it in Mexico. I would definitely go down there and live my retirement days like a king with my United States Social Security income and my savings, and I get down there and give me a decent little home. I would live like a king down there and be happy. Waking up to 75 to 90 degree weather every single day, the sun is shining. I would have to live somewhere like not in the Gulf, so I have to be like I would have to learn Mexico a little bit because right now all I know is the touristy spots like Mexico City, Cabo, Cancun, Tulum. So I'll have to learn probably something a little more non-touristy, but it's cool. I'll figure it out. Anyway, I'm rambling. Let's get these kids to grandma's house.
To make this round.
Alright, so I got this blinker on, so I'm really tripping. Yo, so I'm sure Cece's talked to you guys about the fact that we got a new car. Alright. So I be living a little, I don't say it's dangerous. I've never done this with a car. So they got these, let me know if I'm pretty sure this ain't the first one. Because I just found out that our other car actually has the same thing. It's a digital key. And you can add your digital key to your phone. And you don't need your keys in the car to actually unlock the car or start the car. I say it's dangerous because sometimes, I don't know, technology just makes me nervous in the sense of what if it's just gonna stop working? What if it's, I don't know, my phone dies, or my phone is acting crazy, or I don't know, just typical technology stuff that had the firmware ain't right, and I'm just out here without my keys. So I try not to go anywhere crazy or too far and like don't have my physical keys. But like this morning, I left and I could not, it was time for me to get out the door, and Cece said she didn't take my keys. I think she took my keys. And the kids were sitting there, and I don't know where my keys is, so I did leave the house with just the digital key. And I just went into the store, and the key was acting crazy to try to get back into the door. I was still out there we all, what's the name, exaggerate when we talking about stuff, but it felt like 2 minutes. It was probably like 30 seconds that it took for this door to unlock. But when you used to just grabbing the handle and opening it, 30 seconds to a minute seemed like a very long time. But just let me know if y'all use the digital key, have y'all put a digital key on your phone? If you have, do you only use the digital key? Do you leave the house do you still feel like I need my physical key? And if you don't have it, would you do this? And how far would you go without your actual physical key? All right, so I'm home. I told myself I would start this week. You guys are doing, we're doing 75 hard. I've been on it. I've been doing my two workouts. The weekends I've been bullshitting. I gotta get really, really strict about that. I told Cece that. I guess I'm kind of doing 75 hard-ish also with her. I've not been on my weekend shit like I'm supposed to. But I said this week I'm eating protein waffles and sausage. Well, protein waffles. Got these heavy protein sausage that I'm gonna try to make sure I devour this week. We're trying to get real diligent about our food consumption and what we buy and actually eat. So yeah, so I'm about to go in here, make these waffles, make this food, let it sit for like an hour, then off to the gym I go. I'll probably respond to some emails and stuff while I'm waiting to go to the gym, and then come back and get some actual work done. All right.
Feels like the first time. Throw away all my pride. Don't wanna say I love you first, but holding it in just might make me burst. Love in the open, daydreaming, hoping, melting in our make-believe new.
All right, y'all. So this is the end result. Said I love these protein waffles. Don't disregard that piece of sausage there. Cece in her grubby hands, but it's just a really fulfilling meal. Like 42 grams of protein is the whole bottle. So you figure I use a little more than half. So figure this is about 32 grams of protein. If you figure including in the sausage, probably like 50 grams of protein. Got my fruit here. Yeah, nice fulfilling meal. I always feel good when I got a good meal in before I go live. So we're home from the gym. My impromptu Orange Theory run. I had every intention of going to the gym like I talked to you guys about earlier. So the reason I was making the protein waffles is because I was going to the gym. But I checked my app about 10-15 minutes before I went to leave for the gym. And it was like, oh, because I was about to schedule my class because me and Cece are going to a specialty class on Wednesday. And I went to go schedule that. And I was like, oh shit, I have a class today. So I went and ran 2.8 miles today. 2.8 miles, and then we did some stuff on the floor. It was a pretty good not pretty good. It's one of my better burn days. I actually burned like 820 calories there. So pretty active day at OT, but I'm back at the house now. I told y'all earlier that the wife wants to put up spring decor. So it's my job to get the decor upstairs. So about to get this decor from the basement up here. Then they want to give me a slushie. I love me a good slushie. We'll talk about that in the car though.
I wanna fall. Could you be laughing at me, or we just get deep? Butterflies flapping through your
Up to 25%.
Let me tell y'all how this spring, fall, winter decor usually goes. It's usually a request made about 2 to 3 weeks before the actual decorating is gonna happen. I go about getting said decorations about a week before the decorations are put up. I'm told that I didn't bring everything up or down because none of this stuff is labeled. It's probably my biggest thing I get irritated about during this season to say, but it's at this point it's become a rule of passage. It's kind of what we do. I am requested to bring decor up. I'm asked, do you know which decor you want, because none of it's labeled. So I'm just down there looking through bags, bring up everything that I think is part of that decor season. I'm getting told you didn't bring everything and we're missing some things, and I don't need this. And we do this cycle for about 3 or 4 days until everything is finally up, or I break down and say go get it yourself because I don't see it. Is generally what happens. So we're at stage 1. I was actually because there's other stages of this. There's stages where it's requested for weeks and weeks and weeks, probably like 2 weeks before it's actually committed and completed by me. But I was asked today and I did it today, so I should get some kudos for the fact that it was requested of me to bring the decor up today during our morning walk, and I got it up there today. So I should get some kudos for that. But I won't. I'm on my way to get a slushie. It is definitely not part of 75 Hardish, but I like work out and do my extra shit for my slushie. I love slushies. That's not just a wintertime thing. Like, it don't matter what time of the year, I love me a good slushie. So, headed up here to grab me a good slushie. Do you guys like slushies? If so, what's your favorite flavor? I like to get the cherry and the blueberry together, mix them together. But I usually put like some lemonade in there, because if you don't, the slushy, it dries up too quickly. So if you put a little bit of juice in there, that's how you keep it. Keep that slushy feel for pretty much, depending if you get the right mixture of juice in there, you can keep it for the whole bottle.